Hello and welcome to code cookie number 3. Last time I showed you how to use a web service to retrieve data from the server, and the server in its turn can fetch it or retrieve it from wherever, of course. And this time we want to add some more flair to the form. One problem we have right now is that when I write a social security number here, it just populates the fields, and that's the only feedback I get. If I write something wrong here, I can see in our developer console that we have some kind of error here. So the first thing I want to do is add a loading indication so the user knows that something is happening, that it's that the service point is thinking. So we have features in our JavaScript API for that. So let's go in and look on the JavaScript again. So I'm going to write just like this dot spin, and we send in true and a message. Retrieving personal information. So we're accessing this field again with this keyword, and we're telling it to add a spinner, and we can shut off the spinner with using false as well as the first argument. And the second argument, I have a message which should be shown next to the spinner. We'll have a quick look. And there's the loading indication saying retrieving personal information and a spinner. So we have a problem now that we have already received an answer, but we still show the spinner. So we need to do that next. So as soon as we get the callback, we should turn off the spinner. And I can show you 2 ways to do it. If we put it at the bottom here, which I don't like, I can show you why I don't like that. First of all, it will work as long as I put something correct in here. No, it will not work, because this has a different meaning in this context. Back to the JavaScript. So out here, this refers to the text field, but in here, it refers to this context within this done function. So we need to type the hard name here, and it's TF social security number. Save that, refresh. And okay, we left the message still, so fast adjustment here. Just tell it false. And there. So now we have a spinner when we're waiting for an answer, and we remove the spinner when we have received the answer. Okay, so here's a problem with this code. If I write something wrong here, like that, we get an exception down here. Cannot read property first name of undefined. So what do we do to fix that? Well, we can't fix incorrect entries all the way, but we can do something to make our JavaScript a little bit more robust. So we go into this, and actually I put this on the very top. So if I write something wrong, this should always work at least. But if we don't get an answer here, first name, last name, and all the other properties will not exist. So these will not work. Save. Refresh. And we can just put some bogus stuff in here. And the spinner stops. So in this case, we want something more. We want some kind of error message or validation message here. So help the user put the correct input in here. And that will go through in the next cookie. So bye for this time. See you next time.